this almost afternoon. So today I will actually be lifting at a different gym. It is about an hour away in Buffalo. The reason for this is because the gym that I normally lift at is hosting a powerlifting competition tomorrow, and which means they'll be setting up. They start setting up at noon. So while they said that all the combos and like the plate trees and stuff should stay where they are, it's just, now I'm trying to work around people, not get in everybody's way, and it's just a little bit more chaotic. I definitely could have gone, but I also haven't been out to this gym in probably a couple months. So, I am relatively close with the owner. I don't want to say close, but I know him a decent amount. And I know everybody there, so it's kind of good just to go see everybody every now and again. And circumstances were there today, so we're gonna make this drive and we will be out there ready to lift. I need to tighten my mount, and it's probably shaking a lot. I have no idea why, but that being said, we have our week 3 deadlifts. I believe the RPE is an 8. I'll have to double check that. I know it's nothing super, super difficult. By that I mean it's not like a 9, but it is starting to get up there. I believe it's an 8, and then next week will be 8.5, but don't quote me on that. So obviously looking forward to that. We always like deadlifts. Deadlift always feels good. So yeah, I mean it's going to be a fun day. Yeah, I mean I probably got I really just started the drive maybe 15-20 minutes ago, so I still got a decent amount left. But that being said, it's really not a hard drive at all. It's just kind of sit here, listen to music, and keep my eyes on the road. So we'll be doing that for the next probably hour. Maybe probably more like next 30 minutes before we actually have to start paying attention and watching to when we got to take the exit and everything like that. But it's really not a hard drive at all. I've made this drive quite a few times, and I don't even need my GPS anymore. So it's really not a hard drive at all. So I'll get there. I will say hi to everybody, probably take a little bit of time just to loosen up from the drive, work out any weirdness that may be going on, and then we'll start pulling and we'll have a good day. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the plan going forward, or plan for today. We don't really have a change in plan going forwards in terms of training or anything like that, simply because we aren't really getting ready to compete until the end of May. We are doing that shakedown, polish up meet, whatever you want to call it, but like I said, we aren't going to be prepping for that. We're just going to come in, we're going to see what needs to be adjusted, and nothing too crazy. No real news in terms of changing anything with training. We're just going to keep doing what we've been doing because it seems to be working, and just kind of enjoying training, especially because we are so far out. A little bit more emphasis on accessories and just like pushing those hard than there would be in like as we get closer to the meet, and that's the meet in May, not the one in January. We will do probably pull back the intensity just a little bit on the accessories. The volume will still stay, but the intensity will probably drop slightly just to free up some more recovery for the compounds, and we can push those a little bit harder. But I mean, that's pretty normal. That's not anything unique to my situation. Many, if not every powerlifter does something similar to that, and we always keep the volume or very close to it, and then we drop the intensity, not by a whole lot, but just a little bit, and free up a little bit more recovery so we can push the compounds a little bit harder. Right now the focus is on size and just getting strong, which is why we have the slightly higher intensity accessories, and we're doing more reps on the compounds. So just different, I guess, phases, and yeah, so I'm gonna finish up this drive. Really not too much. I'm just gonna listen to my music, and we'll be good to go when we get to the gym. I'll say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started.
So sassy, she get a fool. All the stress, get some boots. Push you, walking out of my shoe. I got a solitaire on the field. Don't care. All these niggas out the stress are so romantic. I take care of them. I'm gon' count a million tickets to my wrist. Every time I did bought so many tags, I forgot how many dollars. I'm just so red, run the gun with a piece.
Let's go! Go, lock it out! Come on! Come on, let's go. Come on. Lock it out! Hold it! Yes!
Busy. Chasing up the paper, come and get me. Like I'm sick of even outside.
Against the wall, they step the winding path of their own fate. Barely knowing the ledge, this might call it with
No, I'm gonna see. They gon' try to take me out, try to put some bigger. But in the middle of the that's my insecurity. I'm so present, yeah, she more like Hillary. I paint the picture vividly, she love my innocence.
Accessory like ever. Actually, Monday you did accessories.
Tuesday I did accessory. Thursdays I did accessory.
Besides this week, I haven't seen you do an accessory in a minute. Also, you skip your back down.
Go to work and be fat.
Monday.
Yep.
Okay. I just realized, because I went to edit everything, that I never finished or recorded like an outro recap type thing. So we're gonna do that now while I make my protein shake, second protein shake of the day. So overall, deadlift went phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Literally, I mean, was the weight, pretty much what I expected. Yes, I would have liked, 325, but let's see, let's make this a little brighter. I would have liked 325, but I will 100% take 322. I would have taken 320. Just anything in that 6 red range for a triple on week 3 is kind of what we were looking for. Especially because we have one more week to go. So I would say that was like right on the RPE for today. It was at 7.5, not 8, like I had thought. So really happy I looked at my program first and didn't just say, oh, I think it's an 8, let's go with an 8. Really happy that I looked and saw that it was 7.5. So cannot complain there. Obviously, super happy with that. Everything moved great. And now we have one more week. So, backoffs were tough, but people were coming in that I haven't seen. I'm talking with people, whatever. So I took a little bit longer rests than I would have, and I mean, those are by far the heaviest backoffs I have had ever. So I was expecting them to be hard, but I still did them all, and we kept the weight. So really can't complain there. The one thing that I will add about those deadlifts, which could be why I didn't go a little bit heavier or whatever, the platform that I was pulling on has like very minor craters where the bar sits. So I was trying to set up, and I would roll the bar back to the back of the platform, and it would just roll forwards. I can't remember if I recorded one red where I know I did it. I'll have to look at the other videos to see if I tried to do it there. Might have tried to do it with 300 kilos. I don't know, and it rolls forwards. So, and like I could feel when I set my feet, I could feel that like my foot is here, the plate is here. Like there's this little difference in the height. So, felt a little bit different than normal, but not significantly. So obviously the hour drive as well. I think it's more like an hour 15 hour drive doesn't help, where you're just sitting and not moving and all that stuff. So extremely happy with that. We will be back at Legends for next Saturday with our flat platform 20-minute drive. And we'll be able to do what we need to do in order to actually pull something huge. We'll see what gets loaded next week, but it will be a PR. And I can guarantee you that, considering that matches my all-time successful PR. I have pulled 722. 327.5 kilos. I got red lighted at nationals for that. Up and downward motion. Basically, the weight pushed me onto my heels at lockout, and I don't want to say bobbled, because my lockout did not change, but my foot pressure moved, and it gave the impression the bar dropped. So I got red lighted for that. Should I have? Probably not, but they made the call, and we just got to live with it. So, in my opinion, that was not a successful attempt. Regardless that I locked it out, it does not matter. So, next week we'll PR, and hopefully even load more than that. But we got to see what's there next week, how we're feeling, everything like that. So, great deadlifts. Bench was also great. It's always a little bit weird benching at Kenmore. Not 100% sure why. It just feels like I can't really set up, or whatever. It just feels slightly off. Could be bench height, could be foot placement. I think it's primarily foot placement, because different gym, I don't have like the same markings, everything like that I normally do, which is fine. I like being able to adapt on the days, but I also like having, being able to come in and just know exactly what I need to do to feel the best. But it is good to move to different racks, assuming that there are other good racks to move to, and just being able to adjust your setup in order, to actually have a successful bench on said different racks or different setups. So, bench didn't feel great. It moved pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way it moved. took 160 for a 4x3, which I believe is 5 kilos above what I did last week. Might be the same. I don't remember. But safe to say, like 160 for a 4x3 is usually like the top end of my strength, like especially when bench is feeling good. That's like my top end. Maybe 162 for that 4x3, but it's, you know, recent weeks it's been sitting around that like 150 155 range, and we felt really good today on bench. Something just clicked. I think it might be the foot position thing. I don't really know. I just know that it's feeling good, and we're coming into week 4 feeling really good. So always a great sign. And yeah, so nothing really to say on bench either. Just a great, you know, session for squatting, or not squat. I didn't squat today. Deadlift and bench. We did those 45-degree back extensions. I love those. I did go a little bit later just because my upper back from that 225 was extremely fatigued last week. Plus, this back extension is a little bit taller, so actually getting into this position was a little bit more challenging. So I went with 185. Didn't get quite the same stimulus. I'm sure tomorrow I will feel it, and I was feeling it after, obviously. But I'm hoping to not be extremely sore on Monday, because I think that affected my squat just a little bit. So hopefully we can be all good there. And then the overhead tricep extensions, whatever you want to call them, those were a little weird. I had a hard time just getting the whole stack out and everything like that. It wanted to pull me back. It was a little bit short. It was just a little weird. So it is what it is. Like I said, we'll be back in our normal gym for next week. So just a little bit weird session, a little bit. Obviously we had some high fatigue movements, some lower fatigue movements than normal, but it'll all balance out. Especially, and like if I had to pull back today, it's not like it's going to, you know, affect me long term. It actually might help me because now we're a little bit fresher coming into week 4 or whatever. But it is what it is. We will be all good. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up everything for today. We're feeling good. We were just coming off a great deadlift session, great bench session. So everything's great. We are hyped. Tomorrow is a recovery, get stuff done day, and I try to get a lot of, if not all of my schoolwork done for the coming week, just so I don't have a whole lot to do during the week, because my schedules are crazy. So with that said, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'm going to chill for the rest of the night. I'm gonna drink this. I've finished my water, and probably eat one more meal. We'll see. Hopefully I have time for that. But I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to just kind of chill out for a little bit, recover, and we'll be in a fantastic spot come Monday for some week 4 squats.